Okay, let's change the pace here. The City of Vancouver has passed a motion calling on Ottawa to change rules around headlights. An advocate for road safety joins us next to explain why this issue needs to be addressed. That's next. Have you noticed that some cars seem to have distractingly piercing headlights? And we're not talking about the brights, but the regular setting. Well, here in Vancouver, the city is hoping the federal government will deal with this. Council unanimously passing a motion calling on Ottawa to establish enforceable rules around too bright headlights.
Kind of admit it's a little personal because my mom absolutely hates these lights when driving. And from what I've been hearing from a lot of people do as well.
At night when cars are behind you, it's so bright that you have to kind of try to block it out that way. And even someone coming at you are quite distracting.
Especially now that it's winter hours, it shows more and more.
Well, our next guest welcomes this move by the City of Vancouver. Margie Sanderson is the Director of Organizing for Vision Zero Vancouver, a volunteer citizen advocacy group to reduce crashes causing death and injury in the Metro Vancouver area. Okay, so I leave the building here in the evening, and I see some cars, and I think they have their bright lights on, and they don't.
Yeah.
And I'm comforted to find out it's not just me feeling this way.
No. It's not just you. Our lights are getting brighter than ever before. They're bluer than ever before with more and more LEDs coming on. And also, as we see more and more vehicles, oversized vehicles with that high nose height, right? We know that lights are getting higher. They're coming up right into your eyes. And so it's not just you. It's a real change.
That's comforting. Now, it is annoying, for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's dangerous as well.
It's also a safety hazard, exactly. We know that these are contributing to, rising pedestrian fatalities, crashes, and just like people feeling temporary blindness, unsure what to do, unsure where they're going on the roadways, right? You don't want to be operating a multi-ton vehicle in a city while you can't see.
So the issue with the City of Vancouver taking this on is that it's just the City of Vancouver. It's not their political jurisdiction. What's the point, do you think, of what they're doing here?
Yeah, so we're just the City of Vancouver, but we're also the biggest city in the province, so we can use that weight to kind of help signal to the federal government that we want some action on this issue. The motion also will involve taking a resolution to the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, so working together with other municipalities to raise this issue to the federal government. And we know that there's actually things that the federal government can do here. Right now, we align our headlight regulations to the U.S., but we could look towards global leaders in this area. Europe, Asia, they have really different standards. They require better aiming. So we'd love to see some action on that from the feds.
Let's talk about that a little bit more. So, there's a lot of things about Western Europe that, we can seek guidance on.
Yeah.
Weather conditions similar, busy cities and that sort of thing. So what do they do that we should follow?
Yeah, so they have regulations on the way that headlights are aimed. Right now, when you buy even a brand new car straight from the manufacturer here in Canada, we don't regulate how those headlights are aimed and whether they're illuminating the right things on the roadway and not just brighter, brighter, brighter.
And so for people out there who may suddenly be thinking, oh my goodness, my car may be causing this problem, what should they do?
Yeah, your car might be. You can get your own headlights checked. You want to call around for a dealership or an auto body that's got an optical aiming machine. But these things are pretty hard to find around here. There is another way to do it with aiming your headlights at the wall, but it's really a distant second. So the best thing that you can do, you don't necessarily have control over how this is set up on your own vehicle, but tell your MPs, tell your elected officials that you'd like to see some action on this issue, and it's within our federal government's power to make some changes.
And if you're getting annoyed or, even blinded by the lights coming towards you, flashing your brights and shaking your fist, you recommend that?
Unfortunately, we probably won't see the action that we want to see, but remembering to, drive cautiously, know that this might happen, follow at a safe distance, adjust your mirrors. Your mirrors have night mode. Many cars adjust automatically, but if yours doesn't, make sure that you're checking that. But really the best thing that you can do is tell your elected officials you want action for road safety.
Yeah, well, the best part of this is apparently I'm not the only person that's feeling this way. Margie Sanderson, the Director of Organizing for Vision Zero Vancouver.